Internet, 'tis I, your favorite drag queen turned DM, Shelley Von Miller, here to give you kind of a brief breakdown of what Dungeons & Dragons is. Now, this might be a little much for some of you newbies out there, and that's okay. I've got you. And if you're an old hat to the game, don't hoard knowledge. Knowledge is power, and we let everyone have power, okay? Even us dungeon masters. With that being said, let me preface this video. This is just going to be a brief breakdown, not going too in-depth. And also, I'm not affiliated with Wizards of the Coast, Dungeons & Dragons, or anybody associated with the game. I'm just a humble content creator and dungeon master trying to get people involved. I want y'all to be here. We're a community. It sticks together. Maybe you heard about D&D via a little show called Stranger Things, or you are going to go see the new D&D movie, Honor Among Thieves, review coming soon, and you're like, I wonder what this is about. Or you are interested in actual play games, like Critical Role and Dimension 20, and you're like, yeah, I could definitely do that. Whatever way you got here, welcome! Welcome to the community. We're a bunch of nerds and we're going to have fun. I'm glad you're here. So, what is D&D? D&D is grouped into a tabletop role-playing game genre, meaning that players and DMs come to a table, whether it's in person or online, and they act out scenes in combat to further a story along. It's just good, clean fun sometimes. I mean, sometimes it gets pretty gory. D&D itself is based in a fantasy genre of TTRPGs. Sometimes, depending on your DM. It's all dependent on how stories are set up. Maybe you're not into fantasy, and that's okay. There's a TTRPG out there for you. Maybe you like queer storylines and swords. Check out Thirsty Sword Lesbians for good, awesome romances and plenty of combat. Maybe you're wanting to be a vampire and like modern day settings. Check out Vampire the Masquerade. It's pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. Or you're into Lovecraftian horror. Check out Call of Cthulhu for your early 20th century needs. Whatever you're into, there is a TTRPG out there. D&D itself was introduced in 1974 by Gary Gygax and Dave Arneson. The game itself has gone through many iterations. Currently, it's on its 5th edition, and that edition was introduced in 2014. So you can see it's been through the ringer a lot. Trust me, it's good times. Currently, Wizards of the Coast, which is the parent company for Dungeons & Dragons, is going through playtesting for a new edition where they're kind of moving some rules around and some ideas of what certain classes are and races are, and that's okay. Hopefully we get the new edition soon. We don't know when, but seeing as there's many questionnaires and playtests going on right now, we can surmise that it's going to be sooner rather than later. D&D, like most TTRPGs, has its own lore associated with the game. The world that D&D is based in is called the Forgotten Realms, which includes Toril, the main planet that a lot of the campaigns take place in, other planes of existence, like that of Strahd, and even space. Basically, there's a lot of content out there to keep the average player going for many years. If you're wanting to see where these pieces of lore are located, get a source book or a campaign setting. There's even novels associated with the game. If you're looking for a further deep dive into the lore, check out my D&D movie breakdown, where I go over a lot of the lore and some of the organizations that make D&D's world of Toril what it is right now. Now you're probably asking the question, how do I get started playing a game? That is a great question. My main suggestion is pick up some dice from your local game store, as well as the player handbook. That way you can get an idea of what is going on with rules and how to create a character and just overall the lore in a basic sense. If you're wanting to play a game right away, check out that same game store. Maybe they have an Adventures League, which is very roleplay light and combat heavy for new and old players to kind of just get their feet wet. Or ask a friend. You never know who's into D&D these days. Maybe they have a game that they need a new player in. Or maybe you can find out who wants to play D&D and start a game there. It all depends on your comfort level. Now, you can also go the online route. Check out websites like D&D Beyond and Roll20 to see if they have any games going on. You can find new friends that way. It's always good, clean fun. Or maybe you're willing to invest in some games. Check out StartPlaying.games. I'm a DM over there, so I'm a little biased in the platform itself, but they have many TTRPGs, including D&D. And trust me, for just a few bucks, you can get into long-term games or even a one-shot to kind of get your feet wet. I, for one, do really new player accepting games, mostly one-shots based in the D&D world. So if you want to get into a game, check out the link down below and sign up and start playing games today. Well, now that you know sort of what D&D is, go forth, be merry, play lots of games. I'll be here to help you create a character, which is coming up next. So, until next time, see you on the internet. Bye!